dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. Black Jewel coal miners have been on the railroad tracks for more than 48 hours now. Some have never left and many have barely slept. Today, spirits were high as visitors included the United Mine Workers, Harlan County Judge Executive Dan Mosley, and Attorney Ned Pillersdorf. WYMT's Emily Bennett is live for us in Cumberland tonight. Emily?
Now, Steve, the mood has not changed here on the tracks. The miners, well, their spirits are still very high, and the pile of food and water seems to grow by the hour. But the struggles continue for them as they still have no money coming in. A birthday, but with no gifts.
It hurts. It hurts bad.
Miner Shane Smith's son, Mason, turned 7 Wednesday, but with no income, they struggled to put together money for a gift.
I always told myself when I got older, I'm gonna give my kids what I never had. And that's what I try to do, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do.
And continues to be on the tracks, fighting to be able to provide for his family.
This coal can't leave Harlan County unless it goes to pay these miners the wages they're due.
Harlan County Judge Executive Dan Mosley stopped by to talk to the miners and is proud of the miners for keeping it peaceful and allowing CSX to move their engine.
They never intended to try to harm any other miners from going to work on a daily basis, and that has been proven today as a result of that.
Attorney Ned Pillersdorf has put together a team of 8 lawyers to represent the miners.
This is really not a bankruptcy. This is a scheme to beat them out of their wages. And we've sued Mr. Hoops, his son, and Lexington Coal and said they're the same as Black Jewel and they're really not bankrupt.
And he's doing it for free.
I'm not charging these miners anything. I'm just not.
The first hearing is on Monday.
But their voices need to be heard, and I've encouraged all of them to show up in West Virginia.
And Mosley is preparing ways to transport the miners so they can be seen and heard. Now, Steve, that hearing is on Monday in Charleston, West Virginia. Now, the miners are telling me they're going to do everything they can to be there. They really just want their answers. In Harlan County, Emily Bennett, WYMT Mountain News.
And of course, we'll stay on top of it. Emily, thank you very much. Now, also, an auction is set for the assets of Black Jewel. A notice filed in federal bankruptcy court in West Virginia says it is scheduled for tomorrow morning in Cincinnati. A Black Jewel attorney has said any party could bid on any combination of Black Jewel's assets. Black Jewel operates mines in several states, and the fate of those depends on the outcome of the bidding process. We do plan to have a reporter at the auction tomorrow in Cincinnati. A local business in Hazard is getting in on the efforts to help Black Jewel miners. Appalachian Apparel is designing a shirt to sell with 100% of the proceeds going to the miners. For owner Joey McKinney, it's just part of what you do when you live in this region.
I feel like it's a regional thing. It's just who we are as a community. You know, anytime any type of bad news happens within this region, everybody just kind of jumps on board and bands together, and we fight through it.
Appalachian Apparel will also be taking school supplies and monetary donations at their store in downtown Hazard this weekend. If you would like to pre-order the shirt, we have a link on our website, WYMT.com.
And a few of us dealt with those scattered rain chances today, but the good news is they're out of here, and it looks like they're going to stay out of here at least for a little bit. We're going to take you into downtown Whitesburg. You're seeing calm conditions over there, but definitely going to see some patchy dense fog late tonight, especially waking up on your Thursday morning. Satellite and radar, there's those pop-up showers and storms we've kind of been seeing throughout the day, a little bit into the evening hours as well. So as we scan the skies, you're seeing a little bit of that pop-up shower really along I-64 just east of Moorhead, but really most of us on that drier side just seeing a little bit of ground clutter from the radar over there. Now, as you're looking at those temperatures, you'll notice upper 60s, lower 70s, so a little bit warm out there, a little bit on the muggy side as well, but overall not too bad of an evening. And as we head throughout the rest of those evening hours, we'll really continue to see partly cloudy skies, overall those calmer conditions, waking up to mostly sunny skies, but then we're going to add in those isolated thunderstorm chances once again. But of course, not going to be a total washout as we head into tomorrow. Have a look at that full forecast coming up in just a few short minutes.
All right, thank you, Paige. A video is going around on social media showing a dog being punched in the face. It is certainly hard to watch, and we are not going to show you very much of it. Laurel County deputies say they have identified 2 people in the video. One of them, a 17-year-old, is now facing charges. Garrett Weimer has the latest.
We're told it happened not far from here, near East Bernstadt. Even though many folks in the area here know the names and what they believe happened, officially, investigators still can't say much because it involves a 17-year-old.
It doesn't matter what their age is to us. We think this is very horrible, and we're going to prosecute it to the fullest extent, no matter what the age of the individual that's involved.
That teen and one other person were questioned for hours inside the sheriff's office. It all stems from this video that surfaced on social media and quickly sparked outrage. We won't show you the punch. It's disturbing to see and hear. I spoke on the phone with a woman who didn't want to talk on camera because of just how tough this has all been. She told me for the past few days she had fed that dog, a hungry stray, and tried to show him love. When she saw the video on social media, she says she knew it was him, went out looking for him, and found him in the weeds, beaten and stabbed. She says he was still alive at first, and she tried to get him to the vet, but it was too late. Deputies say the 17-year-old is charged with second-degree animal cruelty and torture of a dog, first offense. Investigators say there could be more arrests coming.
I mean, this is horrible, and this is not something that we look at casually. I mean, we're going to do whatever we need to do to bring people to justice on this.
The woman who found the dog told me she doesn't know the people involved in this, but she's praying for them. In Laurel County, Garrett Weimer, WYMT Mountain News.
The Jackson Police Department needs your help finding an escaped inmate. This is Jason Crabtree. Police say he was being transported to the Three Forks Regional Jail when he broke away from deputies on foot. If you know where Crabtree might be, you're asked to call 911. Getting the jump on Asian carp. That's how the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources described an operation carried out Tuesday at Barkley Dam. Take a look at this video. The department used electro fishing equipment to stun and collect the fish for a population sampling study. The stunning only lasted a few minutes, and then the fish were released back into the water. Asian carp are considered an invasive species, and the department is partnering with federal officials to combat the problem. President Donald Trump will be right across the Ohio River in Cincinnati tomorrow night. He'll be holding a campaign rally at U.S. Bank Arena. It will be the 4th time the president has stopped in Cincinnati since 2015. Of course, Ohio, a battleground state. The rally starts at 7. Tickets are on a first-come, first-served basis. A Kentucky native is the new U.S. ambassador to the United Nations. The Senate confirmed Kelly Craft to that position today. This ends a 7-month vacancy created when Nikki Haley stepped down. Craft is currently the U.S. ambassador to Canada. She is married to Hazard native Joe Craft, who is the chief executive of one of the largest coal producers in the country. The Pineville Hospital auction is closing bids tomorrow evening, and the city is in the mix. At an emergency call meeting this morning, officials say the assets of the hospital were in question. WYMT's Hannah Reynolds talks to officials about their decision to submit a bid.
On Tuesday, the city of Pineville officially threw their hat into the ring for the auction on the Pineville Hospital, a place they never thought they would be.
We didn't do it in 10 minutes or 15 minutes yesterday. We sit in here almost 2 hours yesterday trying to decide the best way to do it and best what to do best for that hospital.
The city stepping in again is a sentiment the employees have come accustomed to.
We do appreciate everything you've done.
That bid came after the mayor and the city council became concerned that a company would bid and buy nothing but the internal assets. A bid officials say may be the highest, but maybe not best. The fight to protect their hospital is on.
Well, we're going to try to do everything that we can to make sure that it's still here.
Now the clock is ticking for the city council as the bidding ends at 5 on Thursday. But Maiden says it is looking good.
It's on the up and up. We're positive. It's not a downer. like I say, we didn't get in this to run a hospital, but we've come this far. We're going to make sure that if I'm the quarterback and I'm handing off, I'm going to make sure I hand it off to the right guy.
In Bell County, Hannah Reynolds, WYMT Mountain News.
Maiden says the offer the city put in is enough to cover the employees' last payroll they are owed. The kickoff and opening ceremony for Operation Coal Country Medical Mission was held today at Eastern Kentucky University's Manchester campus. The mission to provide no-cost medical services and resources in 5 counties across Eastern Kentucky. The ceremony included more than 150 military personnel. The Army, U.S. Air Force, and Navy will use this as training to prepare for future deployments.
This operation pretty much brings on the best of the best. We really want our most elite and experienced folks to be out here servicing the community. And it's a great opportunity for us to, of course, engage in training for our readiness capabilities.
The clinics will begin August 3rd and go through August 10th. The 5 counties served are Clay, Knox, Jackson, and Leslie. Assistance will be provided on a first-come, first-served basis. We have a lot more information, including all the dates, times, and locations, on our website. The final touches are being made on the new Martin County High School. The $32 million project is years in the making. The gymnasium will seat nearly 2,200 people. Contractors are also working on building a vocational building onto the new high school. Superintendent Larry James tells us this school truly has the wow factor.
It's been well worth the wait. I mean, I look at it, and I hope our whole community does. You know, it's a $32 million gift. I mean, and that's what it is. I mean, this school is going to be here long after we're gone.
For the first time, the high school will have an auditorium that will seat 475 people. The ribbon cutting ceremony will be Friday afternoon at 1. A Moorhead Boy Scout is giving back to his fellow classmates just in time for the new school year. Joe Ammons is working toward the rank of Eagle Scout, and part of that work is a final project. His project was a jean drive for students in need. He wrapped up the drive today and collected almost 200 pairs of jeans, all of which will be donated to the Youth Service Center for Rowan County Schools. He says he knows the start of a new school year is not easy on parents' wallets, but hopes this project will represent more than a new rank.
I'm not going to be able to see anyone take the jeans or see anyone have the jeans, but it's just the knowledge that someone will be able to have those jeans is something that's really comforting, really happy.
He says he hopes the trend continues and more people not only donate to Rowan County's Youth Service Center, but those in every county. He will go before a board in the near future to decide if he has earned his Eagle Scout rank. An elementary school in Knott County is trying to help fill the needs not only of the students, but also their families. A giveaway hosted by the Family Resource Youth Center at Emelina Elementary is providing families with clothes and household goods. Helena Lewis, the Family Resource Coordinator for the school, says she was unsure how the turnout would be, but ended up having 50 to 60 people come.
I had just wanted to do this on the whim and see what I could get accomplished, and I'm kind of proud of it. I thought, well, had 4 huge rows, they were piled, stacked high. They've cleaned me out about it.
They are still collecting school supplies and non-perishable food donations. Those items can be dropped off at the school. Coming up on Mountain News at 11, the son of Osama bin Laden is confirmed dead. We'll have the latest on what officials are releasing. And the interest you'll pay on everything from home loans to credit cards is now lower than it's been in a decade. We'll tell you about the Federal Reserve's big cut to interest rates.
And those overall drier conditions return to the mountains. I'll have a look at that full forecast coming up.